Hey everybody, Victor Pisano with Charge Up. It's another time to do a question on the street, except we're not on the street, we are in the studio. The studio.
The studio.
You can see all around us incredible, incredible colors, incredible paintings. We have an art class going on behind us. But more important than that, I've got a very special friend of over 20 years, like a sister to the family. You've probably seen the picture on the website of my father, and that was done as a gift by Patti, who was, like I said, a daughter. Knew him for many, many, many years, and my dad always had a big heart for her. Patti could do no wrong, and she captured his personality in a way nobody could. So that's why that painting is featured on the website. So now you know, and at the end of this, I'm going to put below the link if you want to contact her, because if you see these paintings behind me, they're incredible. Like, this isn't doing them justice, but I think you'll enjoy it. So this is Patti Schermerhorn. We are live in her studio, and we're going to talk about passion. We talk about leadership a lot, but what gets lost in the process is to discover your why, to find your purpose. It all starts with a passion, and you've got to be bold, and you've got to be courageous, and you've got to step outside your comfort zone and explore and discover these things. And for Patti, it was art. Spent years in the restaurant business, years perfecting her own skills, moving up that ladder and doing incredible things. And now she gets to celebrate by doing what she loves most with her fan club. Mm-hmm. How many cats now?
8.
She's the cat lady.
Yeah,
She's
cat
now
lady, crazy cat
the cat
lady. And I share my studio with the cats. Yeah.
It's theirs then hers.
Mm-hmm.
So Patti, tell me how you turned a passion into reality.
A lot of hard work and a lot of failure all at once. I always tell people I could wallpaper the entire house with letters of "No, we don't want you," and I think that's what everybody just needs to remember is that with success, if that's what you want to call this, comes a lot of failure, and just do what you love. And I love doing artwork. I always have. I've always had a studio in my house since I was a kid. My parents always encouraged me, paint, 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 draw, 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 draw. And painting was my favorite thing to do. And I loved, the restaurant business. So I think whatever you do, you give it 100%. And you love what you do. And I loved being around all the people, and they became like family. And but something was missing, that piece of your heart that you want to do that every single day. And I get to just walk into my studio every day. When I walk in here, I'm like, this is me.
And this whole room is your personality.
Yeah. I remember when I had to stop working in the restaurant industry, my boss, at the time, my area director, I literally felt like I had lost a piece of myself. And she goes, no, the restaurant isn't you. That's not art.
Absolutely.
Art is you. That's who you are.
Absolutely.
Go find yourself, and that's what I tried to do.
In talking to you earlier, there's so many times where my father would get frustrated because you were working so much,
Mm-hmm.
but you had an incredible project going on. He was like, I wish you would spend more time on that because I think she loves it so much. But you had balance, and I think you tried your best to figure it out. And now to see your success, to see your accomplishments, I mean, do you look back and say, that's the story I would have written?
Well, yeah, because you know what? Every single piece of your life writes who you are. Every single piece of your life. So every person that you touch, every moment, that's who you become. So would I take that away and have been an artist from the very beginning? And my career job I wanted when I got out of college, so I wanted to be a graphic artist for Ogilvy and Mather in New York City.
You were ready to go.
Oh, I was ready to go.
Bags.
Pack my bags, off to New York I go. But, no, that's not what ended up happening. And I just fell into the restaurant industry and then fell into this. And this is what became my blessing. And, in my career in the restaurant industry, my favorite thing was that I used to be able to tell people was I love touching people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite thing, whether it was my staff or guests or making a wonderful experience for somebody. So in art, that's where I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Well, you apply your business aspects to art.
Absolutely.
And I was able to get involved in charities, local events, start doing posters, whether it was with the United Way, my university with Oyster Bake, or just to give back. And so I usually do about $30,000 to $50,000 a year in charitable donations in the market. I do art classes with students. A couple of them are still here today, but there's a few more that have left. But I have the same girls that I've had for numerous years, and I adore them. I've loved watching them grow. The one behind me is going to be a doctor, but she has got a little minor in college right now in art, because one of the things we talked about was art is a great stress relief.
Absolutely.
And so why not use your passion and release some stress? So I loved hearing that from her.
Well, she's going to have a steady hand.
She is going to have a steady hand.
I'll sign up already. Tell me what the copay is, and I'm all in. You know, you talked about something that I know is really important to you, and you know, we talk a lot about it. We talk about paying it forward. In other words, everybody has a gift, and it's your obligation to pass it on. If not, the flow just stops.
Mm-hmm.
And you are so incredibly generous with your time and with your skills. You have to take so much pride in seeing a finished product, watching it at a silent auction, or the cow in Austin. I mean, it just represents so much. Your paintings hanging in houses. I mean, it has to be so gratifying to you knowing that you're not just fulfilling your own love, but you're giving back to the community. You're giving back to charities that mean something to you.
Mm-hmm.
And there aren't many people who, you're a small business owner, and giving close to $50,000 in your services, that's a lot to do. But it's dear to your heart, and you probably wouldn't change that.
Mm-mm. No, I wouldn't. I mean, and it's humbling. It's not, I mean, yes, do I get proud about stuff? Yes, I do. But one of the things your dad taught me was service. And so that was one of the things that we really fostered and ignited in other people, and just kept lit in each other's hearts, and is service. So service to others, and that's how you continue to grow as a person, you know, and just continue to serve. And so to me, this is a way to serve.
Got to set it better myself. We talk about servant leadership, and it applies in all aspects of your life. Patti and
Handsome Boomer.
And Handsome Boomer, I appreciate your time and letting us, not you, the cat, letting us come into the studio. So I'm going to put Patti's link below, and I want you to go to her website and look at the amazing artwork that she has. But more importantly, get something out of this. Like everything we do, I say, just if you can grab a nugget. In this one, I want you to think about your purpose and your passion, because you can have a career that is rewarding and that fulfills you. You just have to be able to step out of your comfort zone and be courageous. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget, my friends.
Oh, wait, hold on. Boomer, help me out.
Boomer, I'd love Boomer to be ready.
Boomer?
Charge up.